I'm Larry Ridley in Orlando. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. On deck, we've got a great matchup in store between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. The Giants come into this new season with the belief that they have the kind of team that can go all the way. Fortunately for them, they'll get to start the new year at home in front of what should be one fired-up crowd. Now we'll go down to MetLife Stadium for this matchup.
Harvin's tackled down at the 15. And a run back of about 17. Looks like they're in press coverage here. Wilson set in the pistol. First down at the 15. And they are in on Bell. And now they'll try over again on second down. Throws the pass. And Cooper is able to get hold of it. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Jim, look at that. The defensive line now shifted to the right.
Jackson's the one who made the big stop. The Saints have it at the 29. And intercepted. An early pick, and he's going to have to bounce back from this one.
Yeah, he is, but I'd go to the sideline here, and I'd yell at my offensive line because, my gosh, everybody's surrounding. No room to step and throw the football. That's not the quarterback's fault. That's the offensive line.
This series begins for the offense with a very good chance to score.
Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
For about 4. And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down. Peterson that time on the tackle.
Well, he's got talent. This receiver can make the catches when you throw it his way. And I think his talent, the way offenses are designed, and the rules of the NFL, it makes guys like him almost unstoppable. Well, this early in the game, to watch the opposing offense march down the field and get inside the 20, this keeps the defense, they might be shaking a little, but if they stop them here to a field goal,
New York Giants, touchdown. Still 3.5 quarters of football to play, but that touchdown gives them the lead here early.
Yeah, I know. There's a long way to go. There's no doubt it, but you gotta like your situation and the feel that your football team has, getting that score and being on top.
He made it. The Giants now, no doubt, will onside kick it. The onside kick is turned away, and the receiving team has it. The Saints' last possession ended somewhat painfully with an interception. You wonder if they're going to try to compensate for that mistake on this drive, Phil.
Well, sometimes when you have a mistake on the offensive side, it does make you get more conservative. Let's look at it from the defensive side. It was just a tremendous play. So sometimes in the NFL, that's going to happen where the defensive player is just better than the offensive player.
I know you had a lot of experience at this, but after you threw an interception, what was it like coming back out on the field the next time?
Well, I tell you, I tell all my teammates to be alert. You might have to tackle again because I'm going to keep firing it down the field.
The Saints take it from the 43. And Irvin in on the tackle.
Bell is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
The Saints are going to call a timeout. Want to talk about this third down. It'll be third down.
down and 8.
Pass is intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception. Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
First down at the 20. The reception is made by Murray.
Second and long.
Makes the catch in open space. On his way. The 20, the 10, and in for the touchdown.
How about this kid? A wide open receiver down the field. The quarterback, good job of finding and throws it down there, and he gets the easy touchdown.
And the point after is good. The Giants now lining up for the onside kick. And they come up empty on the onside kick attempt. The Saints back onto the field. Of course, the last drive they had it looked like they were going to put up some points, only to watch the football get picked off in opponent's territory.
Smart defensive coach they're going against in this game today. He knows how to put his players in positions to make plays, and he did that last drive, and they came up with the INT.
Was that on the quarterback, or was that just a great play by the defender?
I'm giving most of the credit to the defender. It's just a good play.
The football sits at the 42-yard line. The Saints approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. Bell in the backfield. Single back set. Wilson's running away from the pressure. Hauls it in. What a call and what a catch.
Well, the offense has done a good job getting down inside the 20 in the so-called red zone or green zone by some teams. But the defense, you can be a little more aggressive now because you don't have to worry about the length of the field. It is shortened. So take advantage of it and attack this offense a little more.
Amari Cooper has the catch. That's another reception, giving him 2.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and, you know, you're on the defensive side. You don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
Coming to the line at the 3. The defense loading up on the line, getting set for this snap.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
That's second down coming up.
Wilson runs it in for the touchdown.
That was a nice job by the quarterback. He read the defense. He realized there was a little weakness on one spot. He goes there and gets the touchdown on the quarterback sneak.
The Saints getting set for the kickoff. Sanders is going to run this one out. Still not taken down. That return's good for about 25. The Giants offense definitely has it in gear, but Phil, their defense keeps giving up these same scores, so it's got to be very hard for this offensive unit to stay confident because they know they can't stop them on the other end.
Well, you know what they're thinking, hey, our defense stinks today, and they're right, boy, it is having one rough day, but the offense is rolling. So when the offense is rolling, keep it moving. Keep throwing the football to the open guy, and the offensive line, they've been tremendous. No reason to think they can't go out there and have another good drive.
The Giants still driving as the second quarter gets underway. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. It's into the surefire hands of Odell Beckham Jr. Beckham is marked down at the 47. The corners retreating. Let's see how they back up the big play here.
Going for the deep ball. It's intercepted.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Saints offense heading back onto the field to start the drive after the result of their last possession was a touchdown. You think they've got another one in them, partner?
Oh, I absolutely do. I mean, just look at them. They got a good football team. The quarterback has great confidence and talent, and you put those things together, that makes you good. It makes you dangerous, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down there again. Wilson's able to get outside the pocket that time, and it's a good job getting outside the pocket, but there's nowhere to throw it, and the pass is incomplete.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Cooper's going to pull in the bullet pass. First down on the way. Graham with the grab. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. First down at the 46. Wilson's taking off. Wants to go deep. Intercepted. He's brought to a halt.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Tom Brady under center. The Giants will take the snap from the 25.
Breaks free.
A big chunk of yardage gained by DeMarco Murray.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
They come to the line and it's first down. Outside now on the toss. An open lane. The ball is fumbled.
The line of scrimmage right at the 24.
Halftime, 2 minutes away. The corners step back. The Giants take it from the 23. Bennett's got Giants in the end zone. That's his second touchdown today. The Giants getting set for the extra point. Makes the PAT. The Saints getting set to return the kickoff. Harbin will run this one out. He had nowhere to go, and they deck him at the 16-yard line.
The Saints offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. The defense gets a sack. On the way, 3rd down. The Saints need to get to the 26 to get a first down. Looking to go deep. On target. That's his first reception today.
You throw it deep for a lot of reasons. One, you're hoping for the big play, maybe a touchdown, but also you got to think about interference. You can get that a lot of times, but that was a nice throw and catch. You know, you go to the hurry-up offense so you can get a high number of plays in, but also you don't want to use the timeout.
Intercepted.
Well, nowadays, your linebackers, they got to be able to do everything. You got to be big enough to get in there and stop the run, and also athletic enough to be able to get in position and make an interception. Good job by the linebacker.
The Giants offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
Going deep. Almost intercepted.
That's what you have to do as a defensive back. You got to wait to the last second. Wait till the receiver uses his hands, and once they go up, put your hand in between them and knock that football down. What a play.
The ball is out. The defense has the football. They bring him to the turf.
Well, that's what you call a takeaway. That time the defense just hit the ball carrier so hard that he had to give the football up, and they lose it.
The Saints with the ball back now, benefiting from the turnover after giving the ball up themselves just a few minutes earlier. We're seeing mistakes start to accumulate here, Phil, for both teams.
I think, Jim, that's what you call them. You call them mistakes. They are turnovers. They're just giving the football away. There's no excuse for that. Man, they got to tighten things up here in this game.
First down at the 42.
Two hands on the football and has the catch. And here we have second down.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to hurry-up offense. Good job.
Incomplete, looking underneath that time.
Lots of ways to attack cover two, there's no doubt about it. You can throw it underneath, you can pump fake the safeties, make one of them move, and still throw it deep down the field.
The Saints come out in a jumbo set.
Jimmy Graham with the grab.
And Irvin in on the tackle. The Saints call a timeout here. They have 0 timeouts remaining.
This is where games are won and lost. Once an offense gets down the red zone, can you find a way to punch it in there for the touchdown and not settle for a field goal?
First down at the 15. Risky throw into double coverage there, but this will go incomplete.
Well, that pass is incomplete, Jim, but that's just a terrible job by the quarterback. When they're running the slant route, just throw it right at their stomach.
The Giants with a nickel look here on defense. Wilson with the give. Third down.
Well, there's just no other option for the offense right here. They got to go to the hurry-up because they have no timeouts left. So get as many plays off as you can.
That's a timeout by the D. Going for it on fourth down.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
It was right there, but he didn't bring it in.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
One more snap in halftime.
Toss play. Into the open. Murray's tackled down after a gain of 10. We've reached the intermission. And soon we'll be sending you to Larry Ridley, who's going to break down all the first half highlights as we send it to Orlando in a moment. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The second half is officially underway. Sanders has got it. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. The Giants take the field here in the second half, looking to extend their lead in this one, partner.
Yeah, you know what you do? It's halftime is over. You come out here. You're not sure what the new game plan is going to be, but feel your way into the game. Don't take a chance early and turn the football over.
Peterson that time on the tackle.
Murray's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
The Giants have it at the 24. And DeMarco Murray comes down with it.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
Brady's completion percentage, 80% on the day. Brady's back in shotgun formation. The play is made by Beckham. Beckham is marked down after a gain of 9.
Well, the defense, they give them a first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly. 2nd down and 10.
Larry Fitzgerald has the catch. That's reception number 2 for him. The Giants have created chances for themselves in the passing attack today. Brady's done everything he can to keep his team on top.
He has been so efficient here today. Very smart, making decisions. And when you put those two things together, that's why your football team is winning.
The Giants take it from the 43. Catch made out to Johnson. Johnson's brought down after picking up 11 on this play.
My gosh, the wide receivers in the NFL now, it's incredible. It's not that you have one. Every team has 2 and 3, and some have 4. Good job that time by him hauling in that pass.
They better hurry to get the snap.
From the gun. Beckham's got it. On a pass, had some heat on it.
Jim, they got momentum on their side right now. They are making everything work. That was a nice play. They pick up another first down, and they got a good drive going here. Look out. They're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the deep.
What a catch. Touchdown. I wonder what the strategy is, Bill, with more than a quarter to go, because that last score puts this game virtually out of reach.
Well, I know this. The strategy on the losing side is show some courage and show some toughness. Let's change what's gone on here so far. It's not too late. It's getting tough, but it's not too late. We can find a way to win this game.
And the hands team does his job recovering the onside kick. The Saints offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Bell takes his spot in the backfield. First down at the 45. Got drilled as he throws it.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job in it.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. Wilson's ready for the snap, empty backfield. Wilson's got it in the gun. Looking to go down the field here. Incomplete, and this is going to be a 3 and out.
The Saints put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
The Saints don't want any part of punting the football. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The Saints will take the snap from the 45. Wilson's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. Hopkins taken down.
I can't give all the credit to the offense here. They go for it on 4th down here in the second half. Even though they're losing, the defense should have known that play was coming, and they should have stopped it.
DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. Welcome back to this one-sided affair. That leads us to 2nd down. That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Wilson's jams it across the goal line for the touchdown.
Nice job up front by the offensive line. They get a good push. Easy for the quarterback to run the sneak and get the touchdown score.
The Saints preparing for the onside kick. And the hands team does its job as the onside kick attempt is thwarted. The football rests at the 44. Brady's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. 1st down and 10. What a catch by Odell Beckham Jr. The pass play picks up only 2. So now it's 2nd down and 8 following the completion. And the catch is made by Larry Fitzgerald. And he's tackled down after picking up the 1st. Now the offense in their hurry-up. The Giants will take the snap from the 30. Bennett's there. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. Early in the 4th, and they look to have seized control of this one with that touchdown.
Boy, I think they did. Now it's up to the defense. Go out there and shut the opponent's offense down. If you do that, this game is in the bag.
They won't recover the onside kick. The hands team does his job. At the 45-yard line. Now 1st and 10. Looking long. Connect.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
Bell's in the backfield. Single back set. 2nd and 10. Man, intercepted. Early in the 4th, and if there was ever thought of a miracle comeback, that interception pretty much ended it.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they ever thought there could be a miracle comeback in this game. It's been bad all day long. I actually feel bad for them throwing that interception because they just can't seem to do anything right on the offensive side.
Peterson's there to take him down.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
He's going to be tackled right around the 42-yard line. 3rd down following the run. Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. Takes another handoff. Good for only a yard.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this 1st down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock. And that is an art, and this team is good at it.
Scans the field. Touchdown as we near the end of this one.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
The Giants in position. They're going to go with the onside kick. That kick came right at him, and it looks like the receiving team has recovered. The Saints offense comes onto the field, and even if they put together a scoring drive, there's not going to be any difference here in the outcome. Now just playing for a little bit of pride, and perhaps to try to get things going for next week.
Well, pride's gone out the window. You've lost that already because it's been a dismal performance by your whole football team today. And I say this on the offensive side, don't press the issue, just get this game over with.
The Saints have it at the 44. It's batted down. Setting up now at the 44-yard line. The Saints step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. The grab is made by Kelvin Benjamin. The offense is back on the field here with 4th and 3 to go.
Well, even though they have no chance of winning this game, you might as well try your hurry-up offense just to get some good practice and, hey, if nothing else, pad those stats. Well, it's late in the game. They're down in the red zone. They're getting blown out, but what the heck? You might as well try to score, get you a touchdown pass. You know, pad those stats a little if you get a chance.
Wilson's going to take off with it. Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose. Coming to the line at the 19-yard line. The Giants defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Pass is intercepted. Got a big lane. He's brought down. That's got to be it. That's got to be the game ender here, partner. The interception basically ices it.
It does. You know, sometimes when you're behind as a quarterback, you take a chance, and that time the chance was just too great. Nice play by the defense.
First down at the 48. Launches it down the field. And it's incomplete.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
2nd down and 10.
This is a tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long coming up, but it's a good situation also. You're leading the football game, so there's no reason to take a chance and turn this football over.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. It's an empty backfield for Brady this time.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Long ball to Calvin Johnson. Brings it in for the score in the end zone. That could be construed as running up the score, Phil. This game was already in the bag.
Well, Jim, it could be construed. You got to try a little harder or the score will get run up on you. How about that? You know, you are allowed to stop them on the defensive side, and you got to put some effort into it and some heart, and we've seen neither.
And as hard as they try, they fail to recover the onside kick. The Saints call a timeout, their first. No bump coverage here. Corners backing up. Wilson's got no one behind him. Just a quarterback waiting for the snap. Drop back, shotgun formation. Airing it out. And he reaches out and makes the catch. One-handed, no less. Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But, no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe. So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.
A new season is upon us. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. It's opening weekend of the NFL season, and we've got a tough matchup to kick things off between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. The Cowboys come into play here after getting their season off on the right foot with the win in the opener last week. And now with the home crowd behind them, they look to be in good position to make it 2 wins in 2 tries. So now let's go to Arlington, Texas, where Jim and Phil have the call.
The Giants take it from the 23. Murray looking out wide. It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Going for the home run, but it's incomplete. Let's talk about the defense. A former star in the Canadian Football League who has turned himself into one of the best pass rushers in the NFL, Cameron Wake.
You are right. He is one of the better pass rushers in the NFL, and he's just so fast. You're always worried about his speed, and then you just get looking for the speed all the time, and what happens? He just runs you over.
This is 3rd down. Brady's alone in the backfield. They'll go shotgun here. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
Good job that time by the defense on 3rd down. Find a way to get off the field. The defender found the way. Knocked that pass down.
The Giants will risk it here, going for it on 4th here in the 1st quarter. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The Giants snap it at the 26. It's intercepted! What a rough way to get this game started, getting picked off so early.
Oh, it is a rough way because all these coaches talk about they overdo it. Oh, don't make the mistake out there. That's all they talk about. Every once in a while, talk about making a play because that's what this league is about.
Great starting field position for the offense. Double tight end formation. The Cowboys will take the snap from the 35. Probably should have had that one, but it goes incomplete.
Amari Cooper caught a ton of passes at Alabama and was the first wide receiver taken in the 2015 draft.
He's ready to come in and play right away in the NFL. He's smooth. He knows how to run routes, and he was the man at Alabama, and that's what you want in your #1 receiver.
3rd down on the way. The Cowboys have to get to the 25 to move the chains. Mariota's going to take it from the gun. Gilmore grabs it. They bring him down, and the offense fails to pick up a 1st down on 3 plays. The Cowboys getting set now to try to put 3 on the board. And converts on the 3. That field goal gives them a leg up here midway through the 1st quarter.
Makes you feel really good about what you did during the week here. Anytime you can get points on the board early in a football game, it makes you think all that practice was worth it.
Sanders is going to test the coverage this time. And Lowry's in on the tackle. And a run back of about 18.
The Giants offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Murray's tackled right at the 20.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
Second down now. Here's the quick toss.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the box very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
First and 10. Brady, handoff. Breaks free. Has the first down. Now looking for more. Gonna take it home for the touchdown.
There is nothing like getting a long running play for a touchdown. When you do, you just feel like you're stealing something. It takes good blocks, but most importantly, it takes a talented running back to get it done, and this team definitely has one.
Hester's not going to test the coverage this time as he takes a knee. The Cowboys come out with a split backfield. First down at the 20. Johnson's got it on the handoff. Coming up, second down. The Giants defense now is going to go nickel. Intercepted. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
Well, the quarterback, he could not see the defender. The defender in the right spot makes the catch and takes it back for a touchdown.
Add the extra point. The kick is good.
The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick.
Hester's going to test the coverage here. And that return ends rather quietly short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 16.
The Cowboys are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
The Giants lined up in the nickel. The Cowboys from the 22. And Cooper is able to get hold of it.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt.
First and 10.
Amari Cooper has the catch.
Let's talk about this defense. After so many years of starring in Dallas, here is DeMarcus Ware at linebacker.
He has so much pride in what he does. He stays in unbelievable shape. And for a defensive end, he could go 100% from the first play to the last play of every game.
The Cowboys offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway. 3rd and 3 coming up.
Jim, look at that. The defensive line all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Johnson's able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. 3rd and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower. He's drilled as he throws.
This next play coming from the 47-yard line.
Mariota's ready for the snap. Empty backfield. from the gun. He'll throw it over the middle. Intercepted.
Shazier is probably going to go to the sideline and tell him, hey, I got such a good pair of hands after that interception that I should play some tight end. I don't know about that, but I'll tell you this, he is one good linebacker.
First down at the 46. And Morgan's all over that offense and brings him down.
The Cowboys defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Second and 12. Set up screen. Stays on his feet.
Well, there's not much to say about that play, Jim. It was a completion by the quarterback, and it picked up a couple yards.
Third and 8 coming up. The Giants will set up. The 44 is the first down line. And it's knocked down.
That was a good call by the defensive coordinator. He called the right defensive play. The defender's in position and knocks down that third down throw.
The Giants not punting. Going to go for it on fourth down. It's an empty backfield for Brady this time.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. The Cowboys defense has to be demoralized by that fourth down conversion allowed.
I think any time on the defensive side when you give up a fourth down conversion, it is heartbreaking, and it has to be heartbreaking for the defense right now.
From the 29-yard line. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. Playing press coverage to the outside. The Giants have it at the 29. And the catch is made by Larry Fitzgerald. In the red zone. First down here after the completion. Snap back to Brady from the gun. The hit knocks the ball out, incomplete.
That was a big hit by the defender that time. The receiver drops the football. I'll tell you what, I guarantee the next time he goes over the middle, he'll be looking for that defender.
Second and 10. And the give now to DeMarco Murray. In the end, it picks up only a yard.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
The Cowboys signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. Third and 9 coming up. Murray on the screen. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down. And there's a timeout, so we'll take one with them. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The coach is going to go for it. Quarters formation here for the defense.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
The Giants turn the ball over on downs.
Well, you expect defensive ends to get sacks because they come around the outside. But when you get pressure from the inside and the defensive tackle gets a sack, that's just an added bonus.
Play after play after play here on this drive. Mariota's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Gilmore's got the catch and the first. The Cowboys with no timeouts left.
Look out. The defense is showing a blitz here.
The Cowboys come to the line with an empty backfield. First down at the 49. And that'll probably go as a drop. The Cowboys need to be able to pass the football to stay in this game, and they've had no success so far. Mariota's struggled mightily, and they're going to need to get him going, Phil.
They are going to need to get him going. But listen, let's give the defense a little credit. It's not all about bad offense. The defense is on top of everything. They're playing very well, and I think the offense needs to change what they're trying to do. I think what you find out about your offensive lineman, what kind of shape you're in. It's late in the game. You have no timeouts. You got to go to this hurry-up offense. Let's see if they can make it work.
The Cowboys will go for it here on fourth down and short. The Cowboys come out and a bunch set. The Cowboys have it at the 44. And it's swatted away. The Giants retaking the field with their offense in a game that hasn't been very pretty here of late. Turnovers by both teams on the last two possessions.
Well, define the word pretty. I think if you ask the defensive teams, hey, they love this game. It's beautiful. So far the takeaways by the defense, that's the story.
Down the field. Interception by Eric Weddle.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Cowboys will try to put a little drive together and not give the football away, Phil, as each team seems to want to treat it like it's a hot potato.
Well, sometimes it is a hot potato. Did you know back in 1985, Jim, I set a record for fumbles in a football season? It wasn't easy to do, but I accomplished it. It was a lot of hard work, and I got it done. Good job by the offense here, Jim. Be in a hurry-up mode. We have no timeouts left. We need to get this play clock stopped. Well, the quarterback has such great confidence in the receiver. And why not? He's talented, and every time the football's thrown his way, he finds a way to make the catch.
An empty possession for the offense. And that will close out the first half here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Time now for a short break, and we'll be back after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. The Cowboys talked things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
2nd and 8 coming up. The Cowboys from the 22. Up the gut here. That last play was a run. 3rd down coming up.
The defensive line now shifting to a spread look. They're going to try to pressure the quarterback on this play.
And Matthews is met at the 37.
Well, when your team is behind, what do? Just come out there and get a first down. That's a nice job by the offense.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Takes it from the strong eye.
Let's go.
2nd down and 11. Johnson's on the toss. Gets the football. It's 3rd down coming up. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Mariota's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Can't hold on here as this ball's incomplete.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, he can make a big play.
They bring back out the offense to go for it.
Look at the defensive linemen talking. They're all now shifting to the left.
The Cowboys take it from the 33. Hooper's going to pull in the bullet pass.
The Cowboys decided to go for it on fourth down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off. And, of course, the coach, look at him now. He is second-guessing his decision.
The Giants will try to hold on to the football. This has been one big turnover after another, Phil. Just what the coaches talked about in our meetings with him this week about ball security. It's not happening here.
Well, it tells you the players did not listen to the coaches, that's for sure, because ball security is not what we're seeing out there. I know this. Next week in practice, there's going to be a lot of drills about hanging on to the football. That's a nice play that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're moving the football. That is a great feeling. Jim, the offensive coordinator, has done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Kuechly's all over the ball carrier.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Inside the 20 now at the 19.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
And now here's the toss.
Now looking at third down. Brady's lined up, empty backfield.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers.
Unbelievable grab by the young and talented Mike Evans. The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. Not a whole lot of scoring here as we welcome you back to the action. The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. And the defense will use one of its timeouts right here. The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. He'll take the snap, the first here in the 4th quarter. Over the line, touchdown. That touchdown, just a little more insurance to what already was a sizable lead, Phil.
Yeah, what a job. You know, look, they had a lot of insurance already in the bank, man. They have controlled the tempo of this game from start to right here in this period early in the 4th. And now if the defense just has anything, if they stop the opponents on this drive, this game is over.
The Cowboys are ready to run back this kick. And no return as this goes for a touchback.
The Cowboys offense is back on the field, Phil. Of course, their last drive ended with that very curious decision to go for it on 4th down in their own territory.
Well, I just wonder, what is it with the coach that he just hates the word punt? Because it was an obvious punting situation, and you go for it, so you're going to pay the price for making bad decisions.
Yeah, what were they thinking there?
Well, yeah, we'll never know, and I don't know if I want to know.
So they complete one, and still it's 2nd down. Johnson's going to take the handoff now. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Johnson's a very smart punter. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Let's go.
First down at the 33. Malik Jackson chases him down.
This might not be nice to say, but every once in a while it's kind of fun to watch the quarterback get sacked like that. Good job by the defensive end.
It's second down now, right around 3 minutes remaining in the game. The Cowboys are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. And this goes incomplete as he was looking over the middle.
Well, when you get in situations like this, third long, you got to be smart on the offensive side. Yeah, I know you want to pick up the first down, but don't force it, because if you do, it'll probably lead to a turnover.
The Cowboys will take the snap from the 25. And it's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
The Cowboys know in a situation like this, there's very little chance they're going to pick up the first down, and they don't gamble. They throw it short. Now the offense has to punt.
Going for it on fourth down. The Cowboys with an empty backfield look here. The Cowboys will take the snap from the 25. And intercepted.
It's not getting any better for the offense here.